Hey man, how you doing? My name
Hey,
is
what's
Devon.
up? Hey,
I'm a
Jake,
local
how are
artist. I would love to paint your portrait if you have time.
Yeah, sure. Come on in. All right,
Right here?
man. Yeah, I'm the
Oh,
owner
let's do
here.
it.
So
Oh, you're
come
the
on
owner
in.
of Katz? Oh,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
do it. So what's your name and what's one of your biggest dreams in life?
My name's Jake Dell. I'm the 5th generation owner here.
Wow.
My biggest dreams in life, I guess it's to get a portrait from you.
That's so funny. Well, I can't believe I'm talking to you, the 5th generation owner of Katz Deli.
Yeah, man.
This place is iconic.
Thank you, thank you. We've been here 137 years now.
Wow.
Everything we do the old-fashioned way, pastrami, corned beef, matzo ball soups, latkes, things like that. You could see, 3,000-4,000 people in a day, so we're lucky.
Wow, really? Yeah, every time I pass by, the lines are like up the block.
You just got to know when to come. See, it's not so crazy right now. Come in the morning, come in between lunch and dinner, come weekdays, things like that. Our regulars know how to avoid the lines.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, every time people come to New York, I always tell them to come to Katz to get the pastrami sandwich.
I appreciate
the big
that.
one. Oh
Yeah.
my God, one of the best sandwiches.
That's definitely our most popular. We go through about 40,000 pounds a week of that pastrami. Everything you can do to a piece of meat. You cure it, you smoke it, you boil it, you steam it.
Yeah, it's good in every way.
Tender and then just falls apart. It's my favorite too.
How did Katz Deli first start?
We started in 1888. At that time, there was a dozen delis on this block. We were started just by a couple Eastern European Jewish immigrants who were trying to support their family, and the next generation took over, generation after that. Always been a part of the Lower East Side, been a part of this community. And what you see here, this storefront has looked the same since 1949. That was our last renovation.
Yeah, no, I see all the iconic people that have been here. Bill Clinton.
Yeah, we got a couple. Last time I counted, it was like 800 something pictures.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and if you like politicians, you like musicians, you like actors, we got a little bit of everything no matter what you like.
What's the secret to keeping it alive for over 100 years?
Couple things. I think, it starts with the food. In New York City, if you don't have good food, you don't make it, period. That's it, start and end of conversation.
Very
right
competitive.
There. Yeah, so you gotta have the best pastrami, the best matzo ball soup, the best latkes, or second best if, your grandma makes the best. That's fine with me. But beyond that, it's also the atmosphere. It's fun, it's lively, it's, there's the noises, the sights, the sounds, the smells. Finally, it's that nostalgia component, right? You walk in, you're transported back in time. You remember the first time you were brought here, or maybe it is your first time here, and now you're creating new memories. So I think you put that all together, and we're, able to be here for a long time and think about things in a long-term timeline, and not just, quarter to quarter type of mindset, right? It's about the next generation, bringing it to the next generation.
Do you remember your first days working here?
Yeah, I was in the front handing out tickets.
Nice.
I had every birthday party here growing up. I had my bar mitzvah here.
So cool.
But it's funny because it was always, my father, there was always the restaurant, right? My father was here, my grandfather was here, my uncle was here. So I never really thought of it as, or realized how special and truly amazing this space is until I got a little older. Now it's humbling, right? I get to be here every day, meet amazing people every day, and make people happy. It's a really humbling and amazing experience.
What's it like continuing your family's legacy?
Well, I wouldn't trade it for anything, man. It's amazing, right? It's really special, and look, there's some hard components to running a business, right? No matter what business it is, no matter what you do in this world, some business is always hard. And there's always some days that are harder than others, but overall it's amazing.
You gonna pass down the torch one day?
Well, my kids are 4 and 1, so I think I got some time. They're not putting them to work yet, yet.
That's so funny. Is there a memory here with your dad or your grandfather that still guides you?
I mean, there's so many fun memories, right? I was lucky enough to be able to eat lunch with my dad every single day, and that's something special.
Lucky.
It's amazing. One of the funniest memories is seeing my grandfather, who was much older, going around. He was really big at talking to tables and bullshit them. He would get so into the conversations that he would start picking at their food. He would start eating their French fries and stuff. So we'd have to run around and follow him and replace people's food.
That's funny.
Beyond that, I think you just pick up a lot of the wisdom from them without realizing it, right? Just by being around them every day and seeing how they handle situations. And you get a little bit of, okay, this is my grandfather's style of handling situations, this is my father's style, this is my uncle's style. And then I get to kind of take those pieces and make it my own.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, they're New York City legends, so I would listen to their advice.
I try to every day. Yeah, I try to think about what they would say or what they would do in a certain situation.
How has the Lower East Side changed since you first started working here?
That's the beauty of New York City, is that it's constantly changing and growing. Thank you so much. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing excellent. Have a great day.
You too. That's the best part of the show, right?
Right, yeah, for sure.
I think we love New York because it's always changing and growing and evolving, and buildings are going up and they're coming down, and new restaurants are coming in, and new art galleries, and there's all these like movement and excitement and energy in the city. But I think within that you have to have pockets of old, and I think that's what we try to do, is to be like, okay, the whole city, the whole Lower East Side has changed around us, and yet we have stayed true to who we are and the history of what we are. You know, you go through some rough patches, and there's always going to be ebbs and flows and ups and downs, and we just try to stay constant.
What's your top recommendation for people that come here?
What I would say is, if you can come with a couple people, that's the best way, right? You get a couple different things, you fill out the table, and you can try a little bit of everything. You know, you get one pastrami, one corned beef, maybe a Reuben, maybe, you know, you order some latkes for the table, you order some French fries for the table, some matzo ball soup, some hot dogs. You know, but you got to come hungry, and you got to come with a couple people. I think that's the best way to do Katzs, is so you can really get to experience a lot of the different foods. Get a Dr. Brown's, get a black cherry or a cream soda. I think those are kind of the best ofs.
Yeah, for sure. What message do you think the world needs to hear right now?
I think everything can be solved over food. I think the lunch table or the dinner table, people come together over meals. Not any difference, but a lot of differences can be solved by a conversation, and the best conversations happen over a good meal.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Real quick story, years and years ago during UN week, we had the president of Greece here.
Oh, wow.
And his group, and we also had the president of Turkey and his group here at the same time when they were fighting over Cyprus.
Wow.
So, you know, if they can do it, you know, we could solve, you know, big differences that we have just by coming together over some pastrami.
Yeah,
That's my.
for sure. You have any beef? Come to Katz.
We got plenty of beef for you.
Right? That's so funny. All right, I'm done with this painting, man.
Let's see it,
out.
yeah, man. I'm excited.
All right, Jake, thank you for sharing your life with me. This is my interpretation of your life.
Holy
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Thank
Yeah, so you can keep it. This is dedicated to Katz Deli and the whole legacy.
Oh, but that actually looks.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear, man.
Nice, man.
Be careful,
Thank
it's
you.
kind of wet.
Yeah.
Hang it up here, hopefully.
All right, right on, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna go grab a pastrami sandwich.
Sounds good, man.
Thanks for everything. Keep smiling.